He will promise at least 4,000 zero-emission vehicles to make journeys easier, greener and more convenient. Towns and cities will also benefit from significant new investment to create over 1,000 miles of new safe cycle routes to be announced by the Prime Minister, who is a keen cyclist. Mr Johnson's announcement of a 5-year funding package to overhaul bus and cycle links in every English region will seek to repeat his expansion of public transport in the capital during his time as London Mayor. It will come as part of a colossal programme of infrastructure improvements designed to spread economic growth and opportunities far beyond London and the South East to every region of the country. He is also set to give the go-ahead to the first phase of the HS2 high-speed rail project at a special cabinet meeting this morning. Mr Johnson said last night, "As Mayor of London I saw how important a decent bus service is and the investment that is needed to ensure the service is reliable, affordable and green. As Prime Minister I want the whole country to have access to the same great bus services that Londoners experienced during my time as Mayor. Investing in transport connections will have a truly transformative effect in levelling up infrastructure across the country. By overhauling bus services and making cycling easier than ever we will spread opportunity, boost businesses and unlock economic growth across this great country." He added, local transport connections have a truly transformative role to play in levelling up infrastructure across the country. Our daily journeys for work or leisure are about so much more than just getting from A to B, they are the key to accessing skilled jobs and opportunities, boosting businesses and unlocking economic growth for towns, cities and regions across this country. That's why improving connectivity by overhauling bus services and making cycling easier than ever is such an important step forward, to make sure every community has the foundations it needs to thrive. Mr Johnson's plans include thousands of new buses, simpler fares, improved routes and more frequent services including at weekends. He wants many areas to have as good a service as London, where commuters often only have to wait a few minutes in between each bus arriving on key routes. Part of the £5 billion investment is to be spent on new priority schemes to make bus routes more efficient to avoid congestion. His plan for 4,000 zero-emission buses aims to expand the UK's bus fleet by around 10%. Details of how the cash will be distributed are to be set out in the forthcoming National Bus Strategy due to be published later this year. The move follows the allocation of £170 million last week to support more electric buses, increase rural mobility and trial new superbus services. Mr Johnson also wants to extend the cycling revolution he led in London across the country, where he pioneered a bike hire scheme and presided over the widespread construction of cycle lanes. He plans more than 1,000 miles of new, high-quality separated cycle routes along with safe junctions as part of the government's commitment to double cycling by 2025. Dozens of new Mini Holland schemes which seek to create low-traffic neighbourhoods with improved street safety for cyclists and pedestrians, are planned in the shake-up. Ministers are also expected to work with local councils to reduce lorry traffic while maintaining the vehicle access people need to get around. They will seek to set tough new design standards on new cycle routes to ensure improved safety for cyclists. Transport Secretary Grant Shapps said, "We want everyone across this country to have the transport services they need to improve their lives and opportunities. To do that, we must invest in the here and now. Through today's buses funding, we'll be bringing about a transformation in bus services to every community, speeding up journeys and capping fares to make high-quality services the norm. Our long-term commitment to cycling could not be clearer, with money for new routes, more cyclist support and new Mini Holland schemes, set to make our streets the safest they have been for cyclists." Chancellor Sajid Javid said, "We want to level up transport services in every region of the UK. As part of the plan, we are investing £5 billion in bus and cycle links. The extra funding will improve people's everyday journeys, making them quicker and easier. Most of the improvements will only affect England and not the rest of the UK, where devolved assemblies have responsibility for transport. However, Wales will benefit from the new fleet of zero-emission buses.